Guys, welcome back my YouTube channel Code Play. If you are listening to me, please comment yes, I'm audible, and give me a second to start. Hello, I'm audible. Please tell me 1 second. Okay, so let's start with application. So I have this. So download section. So why we need to use Angular? Let me introduce first. The thing is using Angular nowadays because of the Angular application is a single page application and which is developed in the TypeScript, and it is mostly used for the front end part. So nowadays it's combined with the different type of technologies like your Java, your .NET framework, your Java framework, okay, and different other technologies. So by which you can create an APIs, and which APIs you can use inside Angular application. So it means there are two parts: one your API, and second your Angular, right? So that's why we use the Angular. So let's try it and let's see how we can create an Angular applications and what is the requirement of this, and how we can start building the Angular applications first. So let me introduce few parts, then I'll go with the requirement and go with the uh, like one by one. What is the requirement, how we can develop it, and how many ways we can use it. So first, what is an Angular and why we use? So you can see here, this website developed by the Angular site, and where you can learn your the skills, the many things. So a component-based framework for building scalable web application. An application which you want to build that can be scalable, that can be modified, that can be enhanced in the future. Okay, so these kind of application we can develop in the Angular. A collection of well-integrated libraries that cover a worldwide variety of features including routing, forms management, client-server communication, and more. So in which you can create, you can manage the routing, you can manage the forms, you can different type of things you can manage, like client side server communications. So you can create chat applications. So many things you can create in the Angular application that is very like in very good manner, and you can easily, it's maintainable, you can create in easy way this application. using Web API and Angular. So yeah, and a development that you help to update your code, test and build, because this thing how it gonna to help you. So in future you can test it in easy way or in current way what you are developing this. You can create this. You can develop easily, you can build it very easy, you can test it because NUnit and other testing are also available in this. You can update your code because day by day Angular versions are upgrading and more features coming, so you can implement that as well. So what is the requirement of this to create an application first, and how we can create a demo application? I'll go, but first we need to use the setups. In that, what is the desired requirement in developing an Angular application? So we need a TypeScript into this. We need to know HTML. We need to know CSS, JavaScript, these kind of things, because JavaScript directly not we are writing into this, we are writing into the TypeScript, and when we are going to build it application, it convert into JavaScript. Okay, so first we need to install this, but before this, one more thing, you need to install the Node.js. This Node.js required. Why required? Because if you want to go to use npm command, you need to install the Node.js, and when you are going to install Node.js, then you will use the library of this which is inside the Node.js, and you can get it. Okay, so first you need to install the Node.js, then you will get some directory inside this. Go and program files, go to inside Node.js. When you install this, the library will be installed of the Node.js here, you can see. Okay, and you can see this node module contains the npm commands and library and all. So you can have this whenever you are going to install Node.js and use to npm command, you can use this very easy. So suppose you are installed, and if you are not able to use in the command line like npm not found or something else, you can go in the environment variables, in the properties. In the properties, you can see here advanced system variables. Now in the advanced system variables, you can see the environment variables. In the environment variables, you can see the path, and edit this new, click on new and paste your this folders like in the Node.js, and you can copy this and paste. I already did this here, you can see, so there is no problem behind this. Okay, now you can see here path, edit and update all. Okay, so this is about the environment variable to set up the library, which is why, because if you are going to use the command line, you will not able to use that because you are not set up the environment variable for that library to use in command line. So now then we are going to use this command npm install. I have opened this, don't be confused. I have opened this website for the few information which you can see, and after that I will start how to build a application and how to create application and all. So then you need to go command line and you just open the command prompt. Sorry. You just open the command. So you can see the command here, and now you just need to type npm install -g @angular / CLI. Okay. So this command, how it work, let me tell you. First, npm install -g, it means we are installing the npm globally and Angular CLI. So what we are doing? We are installing the Angular CLI globally. Globally means if anywhere you can use the Angular CLI command if you use the npm-g. If you only use this command, so it will be a restricted mode. So everywhere you can't use the command. So that's why we are doing the npm-g Angular CLI. So when I'll enter this, it will install npm. Sorry, Angular CLI. So I'll do it enter here, and you can see it will start installing. I have already, but if there is an update inside that, it will update that. So you don't need to do much more things. It's very simple. Wait a second. Take. Yeah. You can see 26 packages are looking for funding. Changes in 224 and audited 225 package in 29 seconds. So these all things happened. Now I'm going where I want to create my first Angular application. Okay. So this thing can be used using PowerShell, because PowerShell doesn't allow to execute any script. So if you are using PowerShell, you can first set the policy for this and then you can use this. Now I am going to create first applications. So code play tutorials, Angular, and now opening the command. If you guys not subscribe my channel, please subscribe and like. And if you want to connect with me, you can join, you can pay something, and you can do the live chat with me. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just use the command. Which command? ng new my hyphen app. So it will create my app. So I'll create first something my app. Okay. When you press this enter, there are a few details. So what would you like to add? Angular routing? Angular routing basically is used to navigate your web forms, like your component, one component to another component. Like in the websites where you click on the link, it redirect to that page. So same thing here. If you are not using the routing, you can't move one component to another component in Angular application. So first we need to add the routing. So yes. So about the CSS, which CSS you want to use? CSS, SCSS, SASS, LSS. So there are different kind of CSS. There are different kind of frameworks to learn how to use SCSS and how we can use this. So normally I just use the CSS, which is very easy. You know, it's installing and creating the structure of the project and creating the application basically. So wait for a second, it will create everything. Please like and share. I'm aiming 1K like for this video. Net connections, if it is not good, please wait a while. I have a good net connection, but it will take few more minutes. So wait. So you can see it's created successfully. Now I use the CLS command to clear your command, and then you can go with the next part. Next part is to navigate in your project. Space cd space whatever your project name, my app. So press my and tab, enter. You can go inside this. So you are in the project. So which editor you want to use to edit your application and develop? So I think you need to create to download your VS Code application. So search VS Code download. That is the very good ID, basically editor, that helps you develop in different kind of projects. But right now I'm going to use this uh, VS Code editor for Angular application. So I suggest you guys can use this VS Code. So I have already, but you don't have, you can use download here and install this. Now what you need to do, how you can open the VS Code in your project into VS Code. So type here code dot. So it means the VS Code will open, and dot means current root. So it will open your current directory into VS Code. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I think it is working. And you need to authorize, because there are file read and write functionality. So you need to trust all the files. Okay. So provide the trust. Now you can see the lot of files created here. Not lot more, but yeah, few of this. And you can see the different kind of file created here first. And second thing is what is the structure of this and why we have this kind of files. So I'll explain that. Okay, so first I'll go into the main ts file, which is very important file, because as we are calling the entry point. Entry point means it decides you to which module, which component will be loaded at the runtime application. Okay, so it load your application dynamic whenever your application is running and user request for some component to load on this. So how it help you, because it's a adding the platform browser dynamic dot bootstrap module. That bootstrap module functionality will help you to add to load your app module. App module, we have in app module.ts file in the app folders. So you can go inside this and you can see we have app module. So app module will load everything in your basically second. Okay, so app module will load when our application is loaded, and by default, because it's an entry point. And in the app module there are a few things that you need to know. First thing is, what is this declaration, imports, provider, and bootstrap? Okay, so declaration, let me tell you each of one. Declaration basically is the part of the component directives and pipes that belongs to the ng module. It will we need to declare here whatever you have a pipes, whatever you have a directives, you have a components, everything I need to declare here, because it pointing to the ng module. And then imports basically other modules whose exported class are needed by the component template declared in this ng module. So suppose you want to use some module in your component and you are not imported here, you are not able to use that part. For example, routing module. Like routing module, you are not imported. If you are not imported here, so you are not able to route any, navigate any components, any forms to to another page. So we need to add here, right? Suppose you are going to perform some task over the forms and you want to create a forms. So if you are creating a forms and you are going to use that forms, you are not able to use because you are not imported the form module here. Okay, so these kind of libraries, these kind of module we can say, which we are going to use in our components, which is needed in your template basically. So we need to add that module inside the import, right? So one more thing is the provider. So basically provider create of service, that is this nav ng module contribute to the global collection of the services. They became accessible in all part of the application. So in the provider, what you want to declare here, like a services, that service you want to serve in whole application, like anywhere you want to use that, you want to access that, you need to provide that service in the provider. Okay, and bootstrap, basically the main application view. Bootstrap means the main application view. The main application view means whatever view will show to the user. Like I am a user, I am opening my application and I want to uh, see that form user interface. So that thing we need to decide here. We need to add here. Like for example, we added the app component, right? And this component is same like as a form. And what we have, you can see the app component. And when I will run this application, you can see how it works. So in the app component, you can see there is a class, okay? And this class added into the bootstrap. So app component will load into the bootstrap, and that's why we are using the bootstrap. So it means the main application view called the root component. Root components means main component. And which hosts all other application view, only the root ng module should set the bootstrap property. So it means we have a main app root, and this component will host all other views. All other views means in the application you want to use different kind of components, then you can use here. Okay, so next part is, I think I need to zoom little bit, view appearance, and zoom in. Okay, think. Okay, so I think it's visible to everyone, and I will push this changes into my Git so you can get latest from there and perform your operations. Okay, and if you are new, please subscribe my videos, please subscribe my channel and like videos. Okay, so next part is, what is the next part into this? It's a very important part, and important part is ng module. Why this is write something like this? So an ng module is defined by a class decorator @ng module parenthesis open and close. Okay, the ng module decorator is a function that take a single metadata object whose properties describe the module. The most important properties are as follows, like it hold it takes one object of the metadata object, like single metadata object, and describe the properties, whatever the properties I have described in this or by default. So that's why we are using the ng module. Okay, it's take the single metadata object. Remember this part. And now other thing is I have index.html file. So basically app root, what the app root does. This is the, because Angular application is a single page application. Okay, so single application. So whatever the page will loaded into that file. There is no different files, not a multiple pages, a single page load at a time. So that the root app module is just a beginning. It is necessary a part of any Angular application, but it is also just an entry point of the rest of app features module. Okay, so all the app features module will loaded into app root. That's why we are using the app root. It's an entry point basically for the view. Okay, you can change your application here, application name. Okay, live training app. Live training app. I can see. I can change here and run. Now I'm going to. You can see the Angular JSON file, in which if you want to set the CSS, set the script, I will tell you in another live. But right now, I'm not going to describe all the things because it's going to be a pretty boring. So I'm going to start this application and run. So I'm going to use the command, and if you want to run this application, use the ng serve and enter. You will see when the application will build and it will run. Okay, you can see. So if you want to, okay, I'll tell you later. First, I'm going to open this. The local host 4200. You can see here the local host is, actually I'll do it myself, not like this. Open this. So you can see the demo application is ready, and you can see the all templates here, whatever inside application. So you can see here, and I'm going to change all these things whatever visible in this. So let me change it. So hello, my first Angular application. Okay, now save it and just see. You can see the Angular application. My first application, the demo application, you can see it's run successfully. So yeah, that's it. And in the next video, I'll going to demonstrate more and more things, how you can use the templates, how can you use the bootstraps, how we can create admin panel like something. Okay, so many things I will explain at the time. Now thank you for watching, and please subscribe my channel, like the video and share if you are new on the channel.